Hi there, today I'm sharing a special topic. Building a homemade welding machine, starting from a simple nail clipper. Sounds strange, right? But you'll see, sometimes the smallest things spark great ideas. I'll walk you through each step from how I thought it up to how I actually built it so you can try it at home too. Next, I have a rivet. We're going to firmly attach it to the nail clipper. Even though it sounds simple, it's so loose that even a blind person could feel it. I had to spend a bit more time tightening it properly to make sure everything stays steady during use. If you use this rivet plier, you can rest assured that both the shank and the head of the rivet will be firmly secured to the nail clipper. I've tried it myself and it feels solid, no more wobbling like before. Originally, I planned to use the rivet shank as the welding tip, but on second thought there were too many issues. So, I'll use this single-phase connector to join the welding tip to the rivet shank. This method is both secure and more practical for this critical part of the machine. Here's a familiar AA battery. I've used it a lot in most of my previous videos on homemade welding machines. So, just like before, I'll use the battery's internal core to make a homemade welding tip. It's convenient, easy to find, and gives fairly stable results. The battery core inside is quite fragile, so I recommend you handle it very carefully. One careless move and it might break and you'll have to start over. To make it resemble a welding tip, after cleaning it, I'll sharpen one end of the battery core. This step helps the core fit properly and conduct heat effectively during welding. As I warned earlier, make sure to tighten the screw just enough. Too much force and the battery core will crumble. I emphasize this step because even a little over-tightening means starting over. Here I have a single electrical wire. We'll connect one end to the nail clipper, and the other end to an alligator clip to connect it to the positive terminal of the power source. It's a simple but crucial step to allow current to flow into the welding tip. To make the handle for the homemade welding device, I'll attach the nail clipper body to a pre-prepared PVC pipe. This step makes it easier and safer to hold during welding, while keeping the welding tip stable. Of course, we can't just attach the body firmly to the PVC pipe like that. So, I'll wrap some tissue paper around the nail clipper body until it fits snugly inside the pipe. This simple method keeps the handle stable and prevents it from wobbling during use. Add a few drops of glue onto the tissue paper to secure it better, preventing the nail clipper body from loosening over time. This simple trick ensures the handle stays sturdy for longer use. As I mentioned earlier, I'll attach an alligator clip to the other end of this wire. This is an alligator clip, for those of you who aren't familiar with it. We've connected the positive side, but we can't forget the negative, right? This step, I'll make an electrical wire with two ends, each connected to an alligator clip. That way, during use, both the positive and negative terminals can be connected quickly and safely. I'm using this small battery to power the homemade welding device. It's compact, convenient to carry, and provides enough current for the welding tip to work steadily. Everything is set up now, and it's time to give it a try. See that? This amount of heat is just with the welding tip not fully heated yet, but in reality we've already succeeded. Soon I'll show a few simple examples to test it out. Everyone just relax and enjoy what we've accomplished. Here's a little reward for those who watched until the end of the video. While we're at it, I'll show a small trick, fixing an LED bulb by soldering. It's a quick and easy way to repair a faulty bulb, and it also lets you put the homemade welding tip we just made to good use. I know it's hard to believe that this light bulb actually has a problem. And honestly, if I were in your place, I'd think the same. So, to make it clear, I'll show you right now that this bulb really is broken. So it's clear now, the LED bulb really can't be used anymore. The first thing we need to do is use a knife to pry off the outer cover. Be gentle and take your time to avoid breaking the inner part of the bulb. You can see here that one of the LED chips is broken, so I'm going to solder it to fix the bulb. This is an important step to restore the bulb's function. The handy trick I want to share is using solder wire to fill in the broken spot. From a technical perspective, when an LED chip is broken, the circuit is interrupted and current can't flow normally. Using solder wire helps bypass or bridge the broken area, while creating a solid connection so the LED can function again. It's a quick method that lets you repair the bulb and also make use of the homemade welding tip we just made. The solder joint has dried, so now I'll reassemble the LED bulb and check the result. I'm not fooling you, right? This method really works, but we'll stop here. Back to the main topic. This video is about building a homemade welding machine. I hope through this process you can see how step by step, using simple everyday items, we can create a useful tool. As you can see, sometimes the smallest things help solve problems in a clever way, and the experience of making a welding machine by hand brings a lot of interesting knowledge. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video so your friends can watch too, and you won't miss my next experience sharing videos.